All right, we've got Brenden Jaimes, and first question will go to Steve Sipple, Lincoln Journal-Star.
Hey, Brenden. Is there any adjustment in your life without the nutrition program being available to you? The training table?
Yeah, I mean, I've had to learn how to, make good food for myself and not just go out and eat fast food every day. Um, Luckily, my parents are around and they've been really helpful with that, getting groceries that I need and being able to provide for me. So I'm grateful for them. But yeah, doing a lot of things on my own has been different. Not having the readily available training table ready for you. It's been a little difficult, but it hasn't been anything that I couldn't handle.
In a nutritional sense, how much better are you coming out of Nebraska than you were going in?
I think I'm at a pretty good weight right now. I'm just above 300, down a couple percent in body fat. I think this is the leanest, fastest, strongest I've ever been. I think I've earned my right to be here, and happy with the progress that I've made so far.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Parker Gabriel, Lincoln Journal-Star.
Brendan, with the sort of lack of in-person evaluation, obviously no combine this year. How valuable was it to be at the Senior Bowl? What did you learn from that time, and what did you hear from NFL evaluators while you were there?
Yeah, it was very valuable. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be able to go and play at the Senior Bowl and represent Nebraska. Did meet with all the teams, so that was a big deal. That was very huge. Something that I learned. I played a lot of different positions at the Senior Bowl. Wanted to show how versatile I was to a lot of different teams, and to show that I could play at that level at any position that the coaches asked me to be at. So I think I proved a lot in that sense. And the one thing that I learned is that it's definitely everybody is the best there and will continue to be the best. And can't take plays off in practice or during the game because you will get exposed. So just playing hard no matter what and giving your all every play 100%. That's just something that I've learned.
Sam McEwen, Omaha World Herald.
Hey, Brendan, what have teams told you about where you might play, and what your skill set is, where you're strong, and the things that you need to work on?
Yeah, so I've been told that really all over the O-line, really, if anywhere from left tackle to being a swing tackle to being a guard tackle, and I've even worked on playing center pretty much the whole time I've been training, just to show that I can do it, and if they need me, then that I could do it. But my strengths, I think that I've heard from scouts and coaches, is that the ability to play fast and to get people off the ball. I think that's something that I have going for me. Things that I definitely need to work on would be flexibility, in which I have been working on it throughout my whole training process. I think that'll dissolve a lot of problems that they see in my game. So if I can get that taken care of, I think I'll be in pretty good shape.
How do you work on flexibility?
Just doing things that I don't normally do, or that we didn't do as much here at Nebraska. Just training like a pro, becoming and having that mindset of training like a pro, and kind of doing the little things that normal athletes wouldn't do, and just taking care of my body in that sense. So, like I said before, just learning how to be a professional athlete.
Thank you.
Husker Online, Sean Callahan.
Hey, Brendan, guys like you and Matt, you logged a lot of snaps at Nebraska the last 4 years, but there's a lot coming back in this offensive line. How promising do you think the future is with just what you've seen with the amount of young guys in the program out of that offensive line?
Yeah, the young guys definitely they've come a long way, and obviously those guys are going to be the next guys up to to be able to play and start. I think I have all the confidence in the world in Coach Austin and Coach Verducci and Steve DeMayo and those guys to get the guys in that room right. I have confidence that guys like Turner Corcoran and Ethan Piper and Cam Jurgens will be the next leaders on that team. We saw little spurts from them here and there last season, and I think they'll just continue to get better under the leadership of Coach Austin and Coach Frost. So happy about their development and just want to continue to push them.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about Turner. He was able to start for you at Rutgers in the final game of the year. What did you see from him, and did he even overmeet your expectations for a guy as a true freshman making his first start?
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of myself in him. I was in a pretty similar situation he was when I was that age. Made some young guy mistakes that was to be expected, but also made some veteran moves, which was very promising to see. The biggest thing for him is just to be consistent throughout his career. I think if he can do that, he'll be a real good player.
Derek Peterson, Hail Varsity.
Yeah, hey, you got a kind of a combine invite for this pro day, so you're gonna have some more eyeballs on you than usual tomorrow. What are you hoping to accomplish, or some goals that you have for yourself tomorrow?
I just want to hit the numbers that I know I can hit. And then as far as position drills go, like I said before, just show how versatile I am and show that I can bend better, I can move better, I can explode off the ball better. Like I said before, I've earned my way to be in this position. Nothing was really handed to me, so I just want to show them that I'm going to try to be the hardest working guy on the field, no matter what, and to just give it my all out there.
Mitch Sherman, The Athletic.
Hey, Brenden, a lot of guys in your draft class dealt with things that nobody who's come before them have had to, just this past year and what it's presented. And you had players who made decisions to opt out for an entire season. Other guys wanted to play an entire season. Other guys opted out of specific games. How did that entire situation impact you in ways that maybe the general public doesn't understand? And can you also just kind of explain, your decision to skip the last game?
Yeah, absolutely. So guys at this level need to, we've always been team players, and at some point in our careers, we have to be able to do things that's best for us. And I think, whatever decision that people made was definitely the decision that was best for them after being team players for 4 or 5 years. In my case, I didn't even know that the Rutgers game was going to be a thing. I had made a decision and talked to my parents and some of the coaching staff about, being done after the regular season games. And, unfortunately, it was pretty poor timing with the Rutgers game. When my decision came out, it was like 50-50 on if we're going to play or not. So, it was the same decision on when, I committed here or when the coaching staff left. I wanted to be committed with the decision that I had made after talking about it with my family. And, that was the decision I came up with, and I just felt like that was best for me. I felt like my best tape had already been played. I did everything I could for this university. I gave it my all for 4 years, and that was that, and it was time to move on.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
2 more for Brenden. Back to Derek Peterson, Hail Varsity.
Question about Greg Austin. In what ways in the years that you played for him did he help you, and what did you learn from him?
I think he taught me to be a better person on and off the field. He taught me how to be a good leader on the field and how to be a respectable young man off the field. And, I'm forever grateful for him and Coach Verducci and all the things that they've taught me. And, the only thing that I can do is pass that information and knowledge on to the younger guys. And hopefully that'll just keep getting passed on. And, but I did learn a lot. Especially in football, just different things to pick up here and there, and that'll hopefully elevate my game to where, I'm playing at an NFL level. And, I think I did that this year with the games that we played in, and, happy with where I am, but I'm not satisfied at all. I got more goals in the future, and I want to achieve those goals. So.
And last one for Brendan, Brian Christopherson, 24/7 Sports.
Hey, Brenden, how much did you work throughout your career on becoming a leader, and how do you feel you developed in that, toward the end of your Nebraska career? And also, I mean, was last year difficult? You had a quote that kind of got widely traveled about the culture and sort of the difficulties of last year. Could you just expound on that a little bit? Just sort of the challenge of last season.
Yeah, I mean, there were many challenges with last season. I mean, everybody had challenges, not only on our team, but on other teams as well. Coach Frost preaches that he wants a bunch of tough guys on this team, and that's just someone who I tried to be. I didn't really want to be the rah-rah guy on this team. I wanted to be the person that went out and got it done on the field and in the weight room, and was a good example off the field, and led by example. And that was the leadership role that I fell into in my 4 years at Nebraska. There were other people that were good vocal leaders, and that was something that Coach Austin really pushed me to be better at. And my senior season was to be a better vocal leader, and I feel like I achieved that pretty well, especially with the young guys, and with a young guy that may very well be the starter in the near future. So just trying to pass, like I said before, just trying to pass that knowledge on, and be that example to lead by, and be that guy that says, hey, this is how you do something right, and this is how you need to act, and this is the winning mindset. And that was the leadership role that I fell into, and I wouldn't have changed it for anything.
Were guys responsive to it, did you feel?
I feel like they were, especially in the O-line room. Kind of learned how to watch film by yourself, learn how to take notes, learn how to do things the right way. And I think that had spread not only from in the O-line room, but to the rest of the team. So that just needs to keep spreading, and that culture just needs to keep getting better and better. And I think, Frost has this program in the right direction, even if it may not look like it. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that people don't know about, and that's going to stay with us, and they're going to, work as hard as they can. I know that they had a great offseason this offseason, and, they're working their tails off. So I wish them nothing but the best and nothing but success.
Thanks, Brenden.
All right. Thank you, Brendan. We'll be back in a couple minutes with Jack Stoll.